Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another edition of Post Fight. And in this edition of Post Fight, I'll be doing Post Fight edition UFC 295, Prochazka versus Pereira. And how I did it for this card was phenomenal. I went 11-1-1. You could remove that other one because a was a draw or no contest. It was a draw, but it doesn't matter. It only factors in your win and loss. It's wins to losses. I had 11 wins and 1 loss, so 12 fights. Factorable fights, and I had 11 right, 1 wrong. So really not going to be a long video. Going to be a short video. This short recap. So the 1 loss. I mean, I feel what went wrong with this one was pretty obvious. Against Mackenzie Dern versus Jessica Andrade. So my 1 loss was Mackenzie Dern here, and yeah, I tried to go momentum. I definitely didn't go no average, high, or lock confidence with Mackenzie Dern, and I definitely didn't advise anyone to be like, oh, Mackenzie Dern's going to do this and she's going to do that. Nah, I definitely was not on that. I picked her to win, but was it like a whole lot of confidence? Absolutely not. Low confidence. But yeah, I was leaning momentum more than anything. But ultimately, it was just the skills that paid the bills, or the stylistically that paid the bills. It was not a matter of, oh, she's going to uptrend, she's going to downtrend. It just played out, I guess, how it should have played out. Yeah, that's at the end of the day. Mackenzie Dern never really had a great takedown offense. It's been working. She's been improving upon it, but it still hadn't really got to where it needed to be in the fight. And I think getting away from her coach and Jason Perillo, her striking kind of regressed a lot in this fight. Probably trying to make some adjustments, get a new team, and try to make some adjustments. And she was doing okay for what little skill she had in the striking department. She was actually looking good by her standards and landing on Andrade, and Andrade was looking like lesser so, but still, ultimately, she didn't have the wrestling or grappling skills to, at least as far as offensive takedowns wise, to get it to the ground as much as she would need to in this fight. Because on the feet, she was a victim, or she was in danger at all times, and ultimately she got stopped. She couldn't really get the fight to the mat consistently. I think she got like maybe 1 takedown scored. And the rest of that, she was just trying to force exchanges, and then she kept trying to force it, got countered, eventually stalked and put away in that second round. So yeah, I don't feel bad about the loss anyway, but it could be foreseeable. I try to lean again to momentum. Mackenzie Dern started show some improvement, and she was like putting some wins together, and Andrade was riding a 3-5 losing streak with 2 of those 3 losses being submission. Definitely again a momentum pick, not like, oh, she's so this, she's so that. Like, it's now like more so momentum. Like, she's looking better, she's looking down. I think she can pull it off. But yeah, enough about that pick. Then we're gonna recap. Well, I'm saying it's just me. I'm just gonna recap the co and main event. Yeah, co-main event. It was co-main event. It was Tom Aspinall versus Sergey Pavlovich, or Sergey Pavlovich versus Tom Aspinall, and Tom Aspinall went out there and starched him in the first round. I think my prediction was second round, and I really had the same prediction for like 2 years. I looked back at it and realized that they were supposed to fight that long ago, and I already made a video about it. Then I made a new video, and my prediction ended up being the same. So my confidence went from high to low, but ultimately same exact prediction. But it was in second round, but the fight ended in the first round. But yeah, Tom Aspinall went out there, showed his skill. Now, obviously, you probably want the fight to go a little bit longer. Well, I'm not saying obviously not, because you just betting or you investing anything like in that fight as quickly as possible. Knock him out in the first second, so I don't gotta have my heart pounding the whole time or nothing like that. If it is what it is, a good fight come out of it, it comes out of it. But I would much rather the fight end quick and the guy I put money on to go out there and just blow the guy, like just knock the guy out or submit the guy out, or I don't know, the guy just get a big gushing cut and the fight just ends, and then my guy, catches for me. Like, I ain't looking at it. So yeah, I agree. I would much prefer that, unless it's like it just happens to go that way, and I just get a win and I get to see a great fight. But yeah. So yeah, he went out there, starched him in the first round. I think Pavlovich had the first blood, or at least he landed first. Really didn't do much with it. Like, we did connect first, and then Aspinall connected second, and he connected harder, and he put Pavlovich out of there. So good win for Tom Aspinall, and I think a lot of interesting fights out there. I think Cyril Gahn's an interesting one. I think John Jones is an interesting one. I don't know if John Jones will stick around, but I definitely think Cyril Gahn, if he works on his takedown defense, I think he could be a very interesting matchup. 2 guys with very slick footwork, 2 very fast guys, and it could be a very, very interesting matchup. And it's definitely not no lock for either guy just yet. Even though Tom Aspinall got the belt right now, or the interim belt right now, and he's hot right now, and people kind of sleeping on Cyril Gahn a little bit. I think that's a very, very competitive fight and I think it'll be a very interesting fight. But yeah, Pavlovich is gonna need to bounce back, but I definitely think he could do it. But right now, time asking all the truth, and I've seen him as the truth for a long time. Am I saying he's gonna beat John Jones or beat Cyril Gane? I ain't saying none of that just yet, but definitely think he belongs, and that's pretty obvious to say now. Yeah, now to the main event. We had Jerry Prochazka versus Alex Pereira for the undisputed, well not yeah, undisputed vacated light heavyweight title, and Pereira turned Jerry Prochazka into a wrestler like multiple times. The first round, into the first round, Jerry Prochazka started going for takedowns after getting his legs shoot up. That he don't defend leg kicks at all, don't check them at all. He turned into a wrestler. And then second round, he was having more success on the feet, but then he got caught with two hooks. I think it was like a first a right, then a left. I was like left and a right, but like two clean short hooks, and he hit with some little elbows, and the fight was stopped early, semi early, even though he admitted that he was out, and he wasn't taking no excuses. It was early. I say it was early stoppage, but yeah. End of the day, my guy won. The guy wanted to win one. The guy predicted to win one. The guy that I wanted to win one, and yeah. I don't know if I picked first, second round, so it was either way. It was a pretty close prediction. It was pretty spot on about my analysis on that fight, and pretty much on this whole card because I went 11-1. I think I was pretty spot on in every single prediction I had. Not quite perfect, but not far from it. So yeah, what can I even say about this one? I think as far as for Jerry Prochazka going forward, um I don't know what's out there for him. It's gonna be it's a lot of guys out there, looking to fight him, but are there any fights that's really worth it for him? Not really. Because Jamal Hill probably gonna fight for the belt next, or he's right there. When he come back, he's getting a title shot when he's coming back, and then maybe Jan Blachowicz if he loses to Alexander Rakic, or the loser of that matchup or the winner of that matchup could be a good matchup for him. Maybe Magomed Ankalaev could be a good matchup for him if he get past Johnny Walker, which he likely should. But yeah, just rough in for him. Great in for Pereira, but rough in for um, Jerry. But all respect to him, for relinquishing the belt when he got injured and not making excuses when he just lost his fight just now. So all respect to him for those things. And as far as Alex Pereira, I think the Adesanya fight is interesting, but I don't think the UFC is going to make it, or they might make it, depending. If Pereira wants it enough, they might make it, and it's probably going to sell a lot of money. Make a lot of money because it will be the end of the trilogy, and it'll be Pereira got knocked out by Adesanya. He went up to Pereira beat Adesanya, and then Adesanya beat him, and then Pereira went up from losing to Adesanya to win the belt at a higher weight class, and now they're rematching to end it all at a higher weight class. So it's a fight that could easily sell if they market it well. And if Jamal Hill ain't ready, that'd be a good matchup. But I think Jamal Hill's ready. By the time they are setting, I think that Jamal Hill versus Pereira makes way more sense. And yeah, I think Pereira, is good things and bad things in that fight. But what I would say is, I think there's low key more bad things to say from that fight. Because if Jerry Prochazka was able to take him down that easily in the first round, I can't really imagine if Magomed Ankalaev fights him. Not like how he fought. I said Jerry. Not like how he fought Yan and decided to strike him that long, and instead of just doing what he did in like the third, fourth, fifth, just lay on him and blanking him. But if Magomed Ankalaev comes out there and fight a smart game plan, I think he could take down, beat Pereira without much issue. Like if he decides to just want to grind out a boring 5-round decision, or maybe look for submission. But if he decides to stand, he might get his leg kicked. His legs shoot up again. But yeah. But as far as striking, I think Pereira will be fine with anyone in the weight class. I honestly would pick Jamal Hill to knock him out. I wouldn't go with no high confidence, probably like average confidence to knock out Pereira at this point. But yeah, just by everyone else striking match, I think he beats everyone else in the weight class. But grapplers, it's not really too many good grapplers like waiting for him at light heavyweight right now. But definitely Magomed Ankalaev is right there. In reality, he shouldn't even be messing with Jamal. He shouldn't even be messing with I don't know how. Yeah, he shouldn't be messing with Johnny Walker at all right now because it makes no sense. Johnny Walker's hasn't really proven to be in this class. But yeah, Magomed Ankalaev should be around where Jiri and Jamal Hill and Pereira are now. he should be in title fights, in title eliminators, not fighting meaningless fights against Johnny Walker. But yeah, I think Magman Goliath, really on paper is probably the hardest matchup for Alex Pereira, in his immediate vicinity, and really at the whole weight class of light heavyweight as it currently stands. But yeah, so wrap this video up. Again, I went 11-1 or 11-1-1. As far as wins and losses, 11 wins, 1 loss. It's phenomenal card. Let's keep the steam rolling and let's get it going. And that's the video. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and come back for more videos. Peace.